Hello and welcome. I am Dogbert, here to share my sports card journey for the month of May 2024. Gonna reveal my numbers, how I've been doing, what I'm seeing, and what we're gonna go over. So I am gonna reveal sales and profit for this month. Go over, some of the trends I'm seeing as well, and what I'm currently doing, and what my big gamble is going to be going forward for the next 2 months. So let's talk about sales and profit for May. May was an interesting month. We had Mother's Day and Memorial Day, essentially two holidays, and one thing you never want to do is be running auctions that land on those holidays or holiday weekends. Sales are just depressed, period. So, sales before fees and shipping on eBay, I had $3,132.45. What I actually see of that is $2,114.72. That is how much I get from eBay after fees and all shipping costs that I have through them. And then I have actual realized profit this month because previous months I just took whatever this number was and reinvested it and bought everything. But this month I couldn't. I couldn't even spend last month's money, much less this month's money, and I actually ended up with an extra $1,142.95 just left over with nothing to do, actual realized profit. And to give you an idea of sales numbers, I actually sold 461 cards over the course of the month. Now there was a few cards alone that made up about $600 of my sales before fees and shipping, but that gives you an idea just how many cards I have to move in order to get these numbers currently without going into bigger cards and taking those bigger risks on them. Unfortunately, there hasn't been much to buy, and that is really seen by, like, I couldn't spend all the money from the previous month, much less this month combined. And a lot of the reasons why I had expenses this month is because I bought way more supplies as I get ready for my big gamble. So, some trends I am seeing. People are simply tired of the 2023 football and basketball. I'll move the dog over here. Move myself over here. Just tired of those rookie classes. When I say there's literally thousands of cards for a single player in a year, I'm not joking. That is true. With all the different parallels, different colors, and all the different sets, there's literally a couple thousand cards, if not more, of a single player in 1 year, such as the C.J. Stroud, Puka Nakua, Anthony Richardson for football. Basketball, it's pretty much just Wemby. That's it. That's all anybody cared about this year was Wemby. Didn't care about the other rookies whatsoever. Selling the other rookies is very difficult. But what I'm seeing is that people are just tired of it. I know I'm tired of looking for them and buying those cards as well. And I'm seeing the prices of Wemby's drop, unless it's like a very high-end Wemby, very low-numbered Wemby. It's dropping. You have the whole C.J. Stroud, etc., Puka. They're all dropping right now. Essentially, football fans have moved on. They want to see the 2024 class. 2023 class is the old news now. They want the new shiny. That's what it comes down to. Plus, they're just sick and tired of just chasing the same few people over and over again. I know I am. The Anthony Richardson hype. You have that going on. And, that's just where things are. And, like, you're not going to get as much right now. There's no new product. Optics is an absolute nightmare. I wouldn't grade any of that stuff. I'm staying out of it. And I think we still have contenders and select for 2023 products, even though we're almost into the 2024 season. Absolutely ridiculous. And it also goes to, and the other thing is the ridiculous price of the hobby boxes of the football and basketball. Absolutely ridiculous prices. And on top of that, you can't even get the top rookies as far as signatures go. They just don't exist because Panini doesn't have them. So you got to keep that in mind as well if you're looking at any kind of wax. Now, the tops stuff that's coming out, again, going to be a 2023 set as we're already past the halfway point of 2024, calendar year 2024. Topps is going to have like all the top rookies, C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, etc. for football, and of course the big thing is Wembyana for basketball. Even though it will be an unlicensed product, people are embracing unlicensed product, and now because Topps is doing it, they must embrace it. Especially if they want to get Wemby rookie autos. So I'm also seeing baseball is starting to show signs of life. Baseball really doesn't pick up until like all the NBA primarily playoffs and stuff. Essentially, once baseball becomes the only sport that's really happening, that's when it really picks up. Usually right around the All-Star break, because then we kind of know who's having a good season. It's just such a long season, so many and individual games not meaning it nearly as much as like they do in football. That makes baseball take a lot longer. Essentially, baseball has a couple of times a year when it's buying and selling. You have a spring training hype, and then you have to wait until essentially around the All-Star break. Then you'll start seeing a bit more until the end of the season, and then it will just drop off. And just injuries are hitting all sports hard. Doesn't matter what sport we're talking about. I mean, look at football. You had like 66 different quarterbacks start last year. Basketball's seen some injuries. Football's really got hit hard, like I said, and baseball's getting hit hard too. A lot of injuries. There's also a lot of bad playing. You have people like Corbin Carroll, who rookie of the year last year. He might be headed back to the minors. He is doing so poorly. These are things that are all bringing down the market. Just bringing down card prices in general. But for me, WWE has saved the day. Yes, WWE was the big winner this month. They came out with the Chronicles came out, and WWE Chronicles kind of broke all the rules that I normally go by. In that, with the the way they did the retail release, with the most you can get down to is a 70 out of 75, and then the hobby boxes came out, and they are just filled with loaded numbered cards that sell incredibly well. Even though you don't get too many cards technically, it just kind of broke all the rules, and this stuff is still selling, whether it be base cards or the numbered cards. It's doing quite well. It has been a fantastic release. So what am I doing now? Well, I'm organizing my inventory better. Got some monster boxes, as they call them. Got my inventory into that, taking up a lot less space. Just being a lot easier to organize, go through and retrieve cards as I need to retrieve them. Obviously trying to get my numbers up there. Over 400 cards sold last month. That's a lot of cards to go through. I have over 4,600, I think, now. Listings on eBay. That's a lot of cards. I'm buying cheap football players. I think maybe good this season based on how things have worked out with different teams and free agency and draft picks and all that. I don't want to go into exactly who I'm buying, but I can pretty much spend under $20 and pick up rookie cards of these people in lower numbered fashion as well. That I'm taking a gamble on and speculating on. Will it work out? We'll find out once the season starts. And I'm doing an inventory dump right now. Essentially, I'm just dumping cards, that might have been out there for a while. There might be $3, $4, $5, $10 cards. Who knows? Maybe I didn't have them priced right. Maybe the market, just needs to be a little bit less, and it would go on a buy it now. But I'm too lazy to update all those prices. Instead, I'm just sending them all to auction, doing a whole ton of auction. Whatever they fetch for a price. Also dumping some of my lowered numbered PSA slabs. Just dumping those things, getting rid of them finally, just cutting my losses. You got to be willing to take your L's. Essentially, what I think of it as, anything that's sitting on my shelf is dead money. I've already spent the money on it. I just need to take the L, get whatever cash I can out of it, and reuse that to go buy something better. It's just sitting on my shelf, sitting in a box, isn't doing me any good. That goes for even raw cards that I have. I just need to dump them, get rid of inventory. I have too much inventory. It's time to cut down. And I've also been much harder on what I will grade. I only have 40 cards right now out with PSA that I've gotten over, and I'm trying to put together another order, and I'm struggling to even get 10 cards that I'm willing to send out. This goes back to just the quality of cards right now coming out is just horrible, especially with Panini. Even the WWE Chronicles, I've only pulled out like a few cards that I will be willing to grade out of that. Just because there's either cards I don't think will grade well, or I don't think it's worth grading that card because it won't get much of an added value. Not worth my time and effort, to wait 1 or 2 months or more to get a card graded and possibly make money or not. Too much has been happening with injuries, so that's making me kind of skittish and making me hold back on what I'm willing to grade. And now, what is my big gamble? Well, pretty much I'm going to sink or swim on this gamble in June and July, and that is cases of cards. If you've seen my previous video about how I make money off of actually opening up wax, when everybody says, oh, you can't make money doing that, you're going to lose money, I've laid out the scenarios of how you can actually make money and how I've actually done it in the past now and still making money off of those things, because those things that I've already made money off of are still selling. So I'm still making money off of them. So we're looking at I'm buying a case of Top Series 2 baseball jumbo packs. They come out June 12th. Now, Series 2 is a mass-produced set of baseball. Just like Series 1, this is just a basic paper product, but I did well with Series 1. I should have Series 2 when it comes out. I'm only going to buy this one case. I'm going to open up all the jumbos. I like the jumbos more because you guaranteed an autograph, plus a couple extra relics, which could also be autographs, but they don't have to be. So that's why I'm doing that. And I have found that baseball fans are very loyal to their team and will buy their teams up. So I suspect I'll be selling a lot of base cards. Well, I still have a lot of base cards left, yes, but I think I can definitely make a profit. This is not. This is actually one of the cheaper products you can buy as far as cases go. I think this is coming in around $1,100, $1,200, something like that. And for a case of cards, that is actually pretty cheap. I also have 2 cases of 2023 WWE Chronicles. Like I said, this product has broken all my rules. You only get 48 cards to a box, guaranteed 2 autographs. In the case of WWE, though, those 2 autographs can be good. They can be bad, of course, but you do have a chance at them, and there's tons of numbered cards in every pack. The highest it goes to is 199. Like I said, it's been breaking all the rules. I already got the one case in. I'm waiting on the other case to come in. I was originally going to make a video of that case opening, of the first case, but I ended up getting Mrs. Dogbert involved. We did a box battle. I got my ass kicked by Mrs. Dogbert as she pulled Tiffany Stratton 1 out of 49 on a Becky Lynch out of 25 autograph. I mean, my ass was absolutely kicked. And now she is absolutely loving this and loves opening the packs. So we want to do a case. We're going to open up another case in which we will do battle. Mrs. Dogbert will actually be participating, believe it or not. Yeah, she's been not wanting to participate in videos, although she did participate a little bit in Twitch streams, mostly in the background, complaining about things, mostly me. But look for that video as soon as that case arrives, and if we record the video, it should go do well. The bad thing about Mrs. Dogbert getting involved is she is stealing all the Shawn Michaels cards. I do not have any Shawn Michaels cards to sell because she has stolen them all. She's also getting into the baseball. She is stealing all my Yankees cards as well. This is a problem. This will cut into my profits. And the last thing I'll be buying is a case of 2024 Panini Prism WWE Hobby, originally scheduled to come out June 28th. Now I think it's July 7th or 8th, something like that. This will be a very expensive case, coming in at $3,600 just for one case of 12 hobby boxes of this. Although this, I expect, will be a very popular product. It is Prism. It is the first 2024 release of WWE because of all the shenanigans happening with the court cases and stuff. Chronicles being the second last issue of 2023 WWE. I think they have Immaculate coming out as well this month. Very expensive thing. Those WWE Chronicles cases are roughly $2,000 a piece right now. So you can see just how much money I'm actually spending on this gamble. Essentially everything I have is going into buying these cases. And I'm putting it all on the line. But I am using that inventory dump to get some cash back, to have some cash to keep going. Although there isn't much to buy. And that is what I am doing right now. Hope this gives you some insight into what it's like starting up this business and what it's like doing it. I do have to do a lot of work, a lot of shipping. As you can see, like 400 some cards in 1 month is not easy, but I think the journey is worth it. And in order to make my goals, though, I do need to start spending more like this, taking bigger risks like this, in order to make the money I want to make out of this and really support a good side gig. Until next time, everybody.